Alright, what's up everybody? This is a garden update number 13. No more offline garden update, it's now just garden update. Because as I said in the previous video, I'm now the unlocked farmer over on YouTube. So it makes no sense to make two garden updates, one for offline and yeah, I'm just going to call it garden update to make it nice and easy. So, and also if you haven't subscribed to that yet, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You need to start growing. But anyways, we're starting over here in the usual corner. It's been a while, so you can definitely tell things have grown a little bit. As you can see, I don't remember where this guy was before. I think he was like right here. Yeah, he grew an extra 1.5 feet, 2 feet. This guy's on steroids, I swear. Now, you can see right here, he's probably standing about, I'm 6 foot tall. So if you think about it, it's probably 9 feet already. And it's only August, so he's got some ways to go. Same with this guy right here. This guy is supposed to come out to about 24 feet at top length. He's not even 9 feet like this guy. I don't know if he's even gonna make it. He might have to grow into the winter time, but anyways, down here we got our other sunflowers. Now, a huge ass rainstorm on top of the not being a lot of sunlight right here, being blocked out by this massive motherfucker right here. These guys are all wibbly wobbly. So they're kind of behind, they're kind of stunted, sucks. This one right here by himself is the only one that survived. Over here, there's a huge group, and this one's the only one that survived. It's way behind, but they're a smaller sunflower, so they'll catch up pretty fast. And right here, we got our strawberries. They're finally starting to like spread, as I'm planning on a strawberry patch right here in the future as they grow. As you see here, Brussels sprouts got eaten like a motherfucker by these caterpillars. So I went to war again, and sprayed the shit out of them with a bacteria that kills the caterpillar by pretty much starving it because it doesn't want to eat anymore after it eats it. So they're good for now, but I'll have to come back again. Over here we got a rhubarb, and it is just insane. Like, it just blocks out this whole area right here. And behind it, funny enough, there is a squash that kind of just grew out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from, but yeah, it's there. Probably gonna have to remove it though, because I don't want the squash taking up all the space over here. So as we come over here, we have the giant sage that I keep cutting, and it just grows even bigger. Look at this thing, it's fucking massive, all around, inside out. Oh, as you see right here, we got a weed. Pull that shit right away. That's embarrassing. Anyways, over here we got a plant that I don't even remember what it was. It's now dying, and I'm very upset about it. I tried to pick these leaves, and that bitch poked me like a goddamn freshly pruned. I don't want to go there, but yeah. So over here we got Salvia. I think this is part of the reason why this prickly motherfucker over here got killed, because this salvia kind of spread out and blocked all the light. And with all the rain I've been having, probably drowned the bitch. Same thing with this guy down here, the forget-me-not. Well, forget it, because this thing's fucking dead. I don't know what happened to it, but it's dead. So I'm gonna rip that bitch out soon. I'm gonna plant something more useful and like vigorous in its space, because if it just dies that easily, then it shouldn't be in my garden. Over here we got lemon balm. It's kind of a setback since I cut it. Hasn't really grown a whole lot, but it's coming back. It's not dying. It's also being shaded out by these prickling. If I saw that was prickling, these guys are really prickly, and they just kind of exploded. Like I said, they're trailing along the ground right now. I don't know what kind of raspberry this is, but last year it didn't grow like this. Over here we got our celery that I still need to wrap, because if I don't, I won't be eating celery. It'll just be leaves. Over here we got our cilantro going to seed. I don't really like cilantro, but I was gonna save the seeds anyways, because why not? And look how many seeds you can get. I could probably sell these for about $1 a piece. Got our green beans growing up nice where the carrots were. Already popping up real good. Now I kind of fixed my mistake by planting them way too close. And like, they need to be in rows, guys. They need to be in rows, pretty good distance in between, otherwise it's just impossible to get all the green beans without a lot of work. Over here we got our cucumbers, which have just given me probably like 3 cucumbers every other day. I get so many cucumbers from this thing. It's just non-stop, and it's got plenty more on the way. Blueberry has provided me with plenty of blueberries. Same with the strawberries, which are also popping back up with more strawberries. They're not done yet. They were petering out a little bit in July, but they're coming back hard in August, okay? We got the rosemary and the lavender, which hasn't really moved a whole lot, but the rosemary is actually picking up really good. Still don't have any lavender buds. We got a little bit earlier on, but they kind of turned bad on me. Over here we got our pepper and our watermelons and our potted plants here. The mint completely went to flower. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it did. Yeah, peppers, they're going well, guys. As you know, peppers always go well in my yard, or in my little farm here. This is the Trinidad scorpion pepper. Kind of scared to touch it, it's so fucking hot. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I keep saying that, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with those. Thought it'd be cool to grow the hottest pepper in the world. Same thing with this Carolina Reaper. I think it comes in at second or something for the hottest pepper. I had to sever a limb off here, pretty much half the entire plant, because it snapped on me. So you got to get that dead growth off, get some new growth on. Habaneros, as you know, habaneros, they're always hopping and hopping. They got so many habaneros on there. It's gonna make for good hot sauce, guys. Love habaneros. Flavor is amazing, immaculate. Over here we got our watermelons, and I don't know what the hell, man, because every single year I try to grow watermelons, I get hit with this disease, and I don't know what it is, but it's something kind of strange, guys, and it kills off my watermelon before I can even get a full watermelon to even munch on. On the other hand, though, follow me over here. This melon plant, the French melon, it's doing better than every melon I've ever grown in the past 3 years. In fact, I have 2 melons and more to come, because look, there's some here all over the place, but there's one right here growing for sure. And ow, fuck! God damn it! Right here, we got one as well. So we got 2 confirmed melons. There's more on this plant, but 2 confirmed for sure. Let's take you over to the big garden here. It's a little messy right now because I didn't pick up all the leaves I pruned. I was pruning all day. So right here, got a big mess on our hands. We'll get that in the wheelbarrow and into the compost. And I'll get onto this, why I was pruning so much, because there is a little fungal disease hitting my squash plants and zucchini and all those, like I do every single year. I get this shit every year, and I don't know how to get rid of it, but I hope they can produce enough squash before they actually take over my plant. I'm gonna try to treat it, but you can only do so much. Mother Nature's a bitch sometimes. So, as you see here, we got squash laying out pretty much everywhere. They're a little tiny some places, but this one right here, get in on here. Look at that shit. Look at that. You can package that up right now and sell it to your nearest sex shop. That's how big that thing is. And that's not even done. Not even done. We got the acorn squash hidden in there. Foliage. Kind of hard to see because they don't come out like a traditional squash does like these. But they're in there too. Now I wanted to show you something real cool. We got pumpkins all over the place. And right now this is all overgrown because I need to put mulch down and just mulch this whole area and just keep it my garden area. I'm gonna fence it in and everything, but we'll get to that in the future. Here we got our biggest pumpkin of in the lot. Turning orange already, looking good. We got another big one right here, which almost looks like a watermelon. And over here, like I said, I was growing the 100-pounders. We got big boy right there. It just started. It just started. And it's already almost outgrowing the other one, which grew a long time before. So, hopefully they don't rip my entire wall here down because it's not the strongest construction. But we'll see. I'll let them do what they need to do. We'll see what happens. Now, over here, green beans, just tons of green beans, guys. In fact, I already made a dish from my green beans. Made some tater tot casserole, it's real yum yum. But this shit over here, I don't know, green beans just kind of piss me off, guys. There's just so many green beans and it's really difficult to keep track of them. Like, you gotta get them all, otherwise, if you let a green bean go too long, it's game over. And actually, 2 of my green bean plants didn't make it through the storm we had a couple days ago. Some pretty heavy downpours and they just snapped at the base. And, got a few casualties, but that happens in the garden sometimes. So over here, the last thing I wanted to show you before I end this and conclude this garden update is the peppers over here. Now the peppers over there are nice and all, but these peppers, as you knew from the early on in my season, they were stunted. I didn't plant them out in time, and they were sitting in those little tiny pots. But they outgrew the ones over there that I planted right away. Look how big these things are. And I just harvested them probably about 5 days ago, and they already got another harvest ready to go, locked and loaded. I don't know, guys. Peppers just do incredibly well over here. Same thing with these. Look at that. Tried to grow bell peppers, I think last year, and they didn't turn out very well. They weren't very big, but these, humongous. It's fucking great, and they're all over in here. Kind of hard to see because they're green and they match like the foliage pretty close, but they're in there, guys. They're in there. So that's all I have for this garden update. The last thing I want to show you is just my harvest. What am I eating for dinner tonight? Well, I'm actually not eating anything, and I'll get to that in a second in another video. But I got some blueberries here. I got some cucumbers here. This is just a small harvest today. Like, I usually get this. I need like a whole bucket to put all these cucumbers in. I'm picking so many. My son eats one every single day. He eats a single cucumber or more every single day. That's how many cucumbers. I can feed my fucking family. Or here I got our green beans, fills the entire bucket up. That's just one harvest. Come back next week and get another bucket. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you haven't watched my video yet on YouTube, show my first grow guide on how to grow green beans, and it's one of the ultimate survival crops. So go check that shit out. Unlocked Farmer, the Unlocked Farmer on YouTube. But that's all I have, and I'll see you guys in the next video.